Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with another video, man, talking about, how feminism has backfired and how men are actually, rejecting relationships with women and how men are going MGTOW, right? Now, check this out. Now, I'm not a MGTOW or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand, some of the reasons, a lot of the reasons why men go MGTOW. I'm not a MGTOW, but, it's just for the simple fact that now, ever since like feminism has came around, I believe like in the late 60s and whatnot, that was when, women wanted to opt, to have like, women's rights and stuff like that, going through film, having like feminism and stuff like that. And what with and my thing is this: when it come down to women's rights, I don't mind women having rights, but when you want to have, instead of having equal rights and equality, y'all want to have superiority and power and rule over men. And for what I've been seeing, over the years, and even also looking at YouTube videos, I've seen what the feminist agenda has done to women. I have seen what the feminist agenda has done to the family. I have seen what the feminist agenda has done to men. It has broken men down into pieces over the years, especially good quality men. It doesn't matter, what race, color, creed the man is. The feminist agenda has been very cancerous towards the family. It has really broken down the family, and it has really turned these women into like these creatures. I do not understand who the hell they are. A lot of these most of the feminists that I've ran into, they are very delusional. And I have seen, what the feminist agenda has done. Because men, because like men, they've been going through a lot of divorces. 80% of divorces have been filed by women and stuff like that. Men have been losing their children, they've been losing their property, they have been losing all of their assets when it comes down to like, women and stuff like that. And ever since women want to be talking about they a strong, independent woman, they don't need no man. And now all of a sudden you have all of these Me Too movements. You got the Time's Up movement, the feminist thing. And what it is doing, it is actually driving men away to the philosophy, of the thing called MGTOW. Men are taking the red pill. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about because these women, they have come off so domineering and they want to rule over a man. So now what I'm seeing, they talking about bridal shops are literally going bankrupt. Jewelry stores are going bankrupt. Why? Because men feel as though right about now trying to date women in this day and age is no longer worth the squeeze. It is no longer them, Like I literally checked out these things with MGTOW and stuff like that. And this is exactly what men are saying. They not trying to have any children. They not trying to marry any woman. They not trying to date them and stuff like that. They rather just stay single and not even deal with women. They don't even approach women. And I will admit, like over these last couple years, it's been like I don't even want to approach women anymore. Because nowadays it's like everything is supposed, everything is so sexist, everything is so sexual harassment. I do understand there are men out there that are really, really jerks, that are overly aggressive, but all men are not like that. But see, now that a lot of men have gone MGTOW, men going their own way, a lot of women now have a tendency to be upset. And the question is, I ask myself this question. I see what these feminists, be saying. They talking about they don't want any male babies around or men of this, yada, yada, yada. But now all of a sudden, And women been saying they don't need a man for a long time and saying all men are dogs. But guess what? That agenda has backfired. Because now men are going their own way. They don't want to deal with none of you. And most men, they don't trust women. A lot of these men, A lot of these men, they have been done dirty by women, and these are great quality men who have been husbands. They've been boyfriends, they've been husbands, they've been fiancés and husbands, and these men have been done so dirty by women. It is because the court system and the government has become the new husband. The system and the whole entire system protects the women. Because men they get married, with all of the access to the resources, but at the same time, once a woman does file for divorce, she either gets half of all of his stuff and then breaks the man down. So now men are saying to themselves, I'm not trying to get married. Men are saying to themselves right about now, I'm not trying to get married. I'm not trying to have any children because they feel, it's a sad situation that these men invest in a lot of time into the woman and even procreate with them and to have that taken away. They are having these things taken away. And the question is I have to a lot of these women, in particular feminists, y'all saying y'all don't want any men around. Y'all say men are cancerous, but how did you get here? How did you get here? Your mother ain't birthed you by yourself. Yes, y'all are very important because you carry the life inside of you. But at the same time, women, you got to understand something. Who are the ones that kill and who are the ones that carry the seed inside of us to put it in you to procreate life? And y'all don't want men around? How are we going to keep this planet going? How are we going to procreate, for the next generation? How are we, how are we going to have this? Your feminist, your feminist agenda has literally drove men away. And I feel sorry for the next generation coming up. I really feel bad. Because now you have a lot of men. Now you have a lot of men, and the MGTOW thing is getting bigger and bigger. So you got to think about this. You got to think about this. Now, Now, just suppose you want to have your daughter one day to get married, and just imagine a young boy comes up. He heard about MGTOW from his father, and he instilled that in him, and he don't want to deal, and he don't want nothing to deal with you. Only just pump and dump. You got to think about that. And like I told you, I'm not even a MGTOW, but at the same time, I checked out some of those things. I checked out, and not even just MGTOW, I even checked out the men's rights men's rights movement, stuff like that. And these men are literally hurt. If you check out the documentary, The Red Pill, you will really see what men go through. It's like masculinity is being under attack. It's really to the point where right about now, it is to the point where right about now, it is really, really hard for men to even enjoy their own counterparts. Because y'all as women, not all of you, but a lot of y'all as women, you have lost your femininity and you have lost your way. Y'all are too damn masculine. And no real man is going to want to deal with a woman who want to emasculate him and belittle his manhood. And strip that from him. Because the problem with y'all, a lot of y'all women, y'all have become men. Y'all too masculine. You want to act like a lady, think like a man. That's why you can't find one. That's why men are going their own way. Because they don't want no overbearing, over-domineering woman who wants to rule over him. Real men want a companionship, not a competitor. But that feminist attitude that I see, and with that agenda, the ideology, it's only making matters worse. And just imagine, And just imagine if you have a daughter and she sees things like this. You got to think about that. But y'all don't want men around. Y'all say men are cancerous, we this and that and third. But men are the builders of society. We are inventors. We create things for you. Man had created everything to make your life so easy. We do a lot of this stuff. And you mean to tell me with that feminist agenda that y'all rolling with, that you don't need men around? It's complete bullshit. And it's cancerous and it's killing, and what it's doing is killing the family structure. A lot of y'all women, y'all are not enjoyable to be around anymore because y'all too damn masculine. A lot of y'all women are not enjoyable to be around anymore. And it's sick and toxic. And it's destroying it. Relationships in the family structure. But I had to come to y'all with this video, man. Spread thoughts up on this. Shed light up on the situation. I felt the need of y'all had to hear this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. Always appreciate the love. And this your man B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.